Everybody, if you're tuning in now or after live, please make sure to hit that like button. I decided to come on and do a live. I'm a little busy because I have more of Julie's family coming over for obviously the Christmas season. Some that weren't able to come over yesterday are coming over today. So we're expecting them in like 45 minutes approximately. So I figured if I could come on and we could update on the XRP chart. Hopefully by tomorrow or Thursday I can get back to normal programming, even though I'm still coming on 2-3 times a day. I'd like to come on 4 times a day and get back to the normally scheduled routine. David, welcome in. Nick, good afternoon. What's good? Just living the dream, trying to stay updated with the charts and continue moving forward here. So let me timestamp this, and I appreciate everybody who's taken the time to watch this. Please share this on social media, and most importantly, hit that like button. Ryan, howdy, welcome in. Mitchell, good afternoon. Taki, good afternoon, or good evening. We'll see what happens. We've got some things in front of us before 65. Almar, Wind Moon. I don't even like the term moon. I think it's a played out term. I would say if you're looking for something like a true moon, like something in those terms, I think 2028 is when something astronomical could happen, but that's a long ways away. CZAM, good evening. Taki, breakout. We'll see what we have to do here. We'll see what we have to do. So good mid-afternoon or late afternoon or early evening. It's what is it? Evening now. It is. Hold on, let me answer some of these. I feel like I cut some off. UK Phil, Merry Christmas to you as well. Or I had a good Christmas. Yes, it was a great Christmas. Mo, welcome in, good evening. Yes, please hit the like button. I appreciate that. Step by step, then yes, indeed, Omer. Step by step. It is. It's a step-by-step process. So, good early evening. 4:33 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Tuesday, December 26th, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So we see XRP's down 3.94%, but that really doesn't tell the story from today. It was down better than 7% earlier. We hit just under 60 cents, and we had dumped better than 2.2 billion in the market cap. But now we could see if we can use this liquidity as a bigger tug to the top side. We've been using a very strong 60-cent support here in this bull flag setup outside of a small wick, which you want wicks to go down and grab some of that liquidity. You dump some of these positions out, it helps to make the positions a little stronger and as far as it comes to the relative strength. Right now we could be in the beginning of setting up a bull flag here, just putting that out there. We could be in the beginning. Coppervine, welcome in from Oregon, 1:33 p.m. out there. Welcome. My late aunt used to live in Oregon when she was alive. She moved from here many years ago to Oregon and never came back, so she liked it that much. But in the 2 hourly, trying to rotate up a little bit here. Ali, welcome in and Merry Christmas to you as well. Blessings to you and your family as well. Merry Christmas, Herbert. And welcome in Mark from the UK. Love it. Love it. Good to see you in here again, Mark. Let's go into the smaller time frames, because I know we've had death crosses in the 30. Only the 30 though. So this is your first real retest. This bounce up is nothing more than just a back test. If we get rejected at the 621 or even the 625, if we get rejected in this area, then it would continue to rotate down. So this is our first chance here to try to break out this rotation here, but it doesn't look great right now. I mean, it doesn't look great. There was no volume coming up, and look how the volume is selling off right now. So that's a pretty poor showing of volume right there. The good things right now, well, one, we'll just show you how we got to where we got before we get to the good. We couldn't get past 65 cents, and we knew a lot of people were using the 63 cents in the sand to tell us if we were going to go up higher. I told everybody 65 cents is that rising channel resistance. That's from June of 2022. Outside of the actual formation we're in from January 2018, this is the longest standing part of the formation on the current rotation. So you have to honor that. What we did manage to do temporarily is we broke out of the short-term broadening wedge that was formed. And that's how you get up to this 63 cents. And you can say, well, once we get on top of that, we're bullish. But you have to hold it. Then you would have to break 65, and that's what killed us. Once you get on top of 65, there's nothing holding you until this 60, just over 68 cents, which is where I'm trying to target. As long as we don't lose this bull flag, and the longer you stay in it, the more of a chance. So we'll just move this out to what, January 6th, to give it more time. It still hits in the same spot, but it puts it more in the future, and then it could give you more of a bounce like that. That's just measuring out this bull flag onto the top side. And if we break down your targets 53 true, I seen some people asking the questions. I see Tom gives upside targets, but what about the down? No, I give both. You can't say that with a straight face, because all my charts show the exact same things. I always show the downside breakdown, or in this case, because it's a bull flag, the opportunity we have if it breaks out. And that still lines up with a retest of the pattern formation that started in 2018 in January. So, wow, 58 people. I did not think there would be that many people here. Please make sure to hit that like button. 31 likes, only 58 people watching, only 31 likes. See, look at it this way. If somebody new comes in, the number one thing they're going to do is be like, only 31 people hit the like button, 27 people didn't, maybe this isn't worth it. Because if it was worth my time, I'd hit the like button. You know, that's what somebody could say. Somebody else could just say, I forgot, and yada, yada, yada. Don't give them the opportunity to say, you know, they don't want to stick around. You want people to stick around. It gives us a wider view. It allows us to have a more active discussion. New follower just got to say great comment. Hey, Zakaria, thank you so much. That puts me one step closer. I think I was at 19,486, I believe. Almost getting to 20,000 here, which is crazy. It is crazy to think we're almost at 20,000 now. But anyhow, thank you so much for following, and I appreciate the compliment. So, this is a bona fide long leg doji here. That means we are very volatile in this area. We're very inconsistent. And we're attempting to reverse some momentum. And I'm just going to put it out here like this. You do have a chance at a W reversal in the RSI here in the daily. We also cleared up a little space. We also have a chance. Well, first you can see we can break through this trend line with the price action. If it comes back to the top side, you got plenty of room up to overbought territory. We're in dead neutral right now, so we don't know if we're ready to go up or down. But then you base it on the formations. We know we're in a bull flag. It's in the other chart. We're just trying to get over this rising channel resistance so that we can let this play out to 68 and see what happens. However, I suppose if you played the inside track, you could say on an I still like the fact that you got to play over this. I'm not going to give it any reason to say, hey, maybe the bull flag could break out if it just gets over 68. 68 cents is where we're going to have to go after this. But this rising channel, that rising channel resistance, I don't really hear anybody talk about that. I don't know why, but this resistance here, this was a formation that started. I think it's pretty obvious in the daily. You've got started on support back here in June of 22, support, resistance, Now we're trying to swing up, came back down within the formation, back into the formation, back into the formation. So if we keep getting rejected here, it would solidify and move back down, but that's not what it looks like here. It looks like we cleared out a bunch of room here. This was the shenanigans right here. These were shenanigans. Well, not shenanigans. This was when we won part of the lawsuit. This was shenanigans. This was the fake XRP ETF. So I mean, no. See, I don't give. How are you going to give a long-term target? The only time I ever gave targets is when we're flipping from a bull to a bear market. But these are projected targets. People can say they're not, but these are targets. If it breaks out of this formation here, we should, and this is the rotation we've been in since January of 2018, so this is almost a 6-year formation. It is now 6 years. If you broke out of this, you'd be looking at a move in the technical breakout. You don't know how long it's going to take, but if it played true, you'd be looking at $2.10. It's just the longer we take, and yeah, this target's lower, but this would be a move up here. And then if you got a back test and held 113 at worst, then you'd have a parabolic spike. If you wait until 2026 or 28. I think this is late 25. Yeah, this is 25 still. And then out here is around 28. But if you wait until 25, and this isn't going to be in one shot, but if you wait until some of these times, there are chances you can have big bounces. I'm not going to show all the way to the top, though. But the highest target, in my opinion, if you got all this money in 28, and it all just, we got rid of all the tokens, and this is in the scenario for the higher targets, if you got rid of all the bullshit coins, and this ended up being more of a stable like token. No, you're not going to hit 10,000, but if we got to a stable coin like feel, which is what XRP is, no, I don't care what anybody says. If I hurt your feelings, I apologize. But if you weren't a stable coin style token, you would not have 100 billion maximum tokens. You would be like a Solo or a Corium or a Quant, one of the ones that are meant to move quicker, that have, you know, like Solo and Corium is 400 and 500 million or 600 million in circulating supply. So if you're meant to go that route, sure. But XRP, I don't believe, can ascertain those price targets. So when I talk about my top scenarios, we're talking about more like if we had a nice breakout and we took the money in late 25, 26, and these are, oh my God, everything went right. We flipped the system, and I think 28 would be more likely. But these are my upper targets. My upper targets aren't like others. If we were to have this maximum capitulation, okay, so some people get mad at me because I say 188 or up to 436. I mean, I don't know why that would be, I don't know why that would be a problem. But some people get mad when I show that. But let's say we did have a perfect scenario. So, you know, you're going to be mad about that kind of a price when we're at 61.8 cents. So if you want to look at it from that aspect. Y'all missed the last solar run. Who's y'all, Zam? I don't know who you is. Who's you? Can you be more specific here, my friend? I don't know why it deleted my chart again. I love when it does that. I love TradingView. I love TradingView. But with XRP, we've talked about all of the parts of the formations. We've talked about longer and shorter areas. We've talked about a lot of stuff. Oh, yeah, Solo. Yeah, oh, yeah, it did. That's the last bull run. Solo made a huge pump. But if we're looking at this from a logical perspective, it's still very much in this bull flag. It's still very much within this broadening wedge it created within the bull flag on the shorter part of the pattern. And that's how we knew we were going to have a Christmas Day rally. Unfortunately, it didn't materialize into anything else. It just continues this. You target is at least 130. No, that's not. That's if all the money gets put in to XRP. If it gets, see, you got to listen to what I said. In the best case scenario, my target would be if we flipped over into a new system, all those crappy tokens get obliterated, and you have to put the money into where it needs to go. Sure, you could get up to that level, but realistically, if everybody who watches knows my realistic targets, that's the, you want a moonshot, you want bullshit, you want me to fill the gap for everybody, that's what I show. Other than that, what do I see? Even if we break out in 2028, your initial breakout's only going to be around, or 2025, you'll get $1.78, and then maybe if we can break over that, we'll hit that 340. But logically, there can be a big run. It's just a matter of tokens. Logically, I think if you're looking at 25 and 28, a lot of people are going to be disappointed with where we're going to be. That's what I'm going to say logically. Logically, this is my logic. If we break this formation over here, and the 25 and 28 targets has nothing to do with breaking, just this formation. That has to, those have to do with if the digital flip happens. I don't believe it's going to happen in 2025 because they have the extension. What do I make of the bonk? I mean, it's just that. They like to pump Solana because it's got very low circulating supply. I've showed the circulating supply. It's so low. So the rich people, it's why it was FTX's favorite token to pump. That's where the manipulators go. You just got to be careful with it. I always tell everybody, If you can pay attention to it and do the swings, do it. But you know, I have an ultimate agenda here. I don't got time to watch Solana. I wish I paid more attention to it, but I just don't care for Solana. You know, I've not saying that it didn't have a great rally, but you can legitimately do that if you understand the markets, if you futures, if you buy and hold and understand markets volatility and the fluctuations. You can do that. You can find ones that do that. It's just a matter of what do you do with it? Like, are you buying it to swing it into something else? Or are you cashing out of something to try to take a run at something else? See, this time it worked. Somebody's going to get it where it doesn't work. At some point, somebody catches it and then it rolls over. So I didn't pay attention to Solana. I've had big run-ups with Solana in the past. Huge, bigger than what we've seen here. So yeah, I kind of cut ties with Solana after my massive rally back in 21. So I just I don't like what they do with it. I believe it's more of a manipulation. Not in the price, but the network goes down so often that even if it's having a good rotation, it kills the rally all in one just because it can't handle its own network. But I mean, I believe it's a good one. I believe it's a great one that we might have to look at in the future when it drops back down, just because of the circulating supply to swing in and out of it. I could see that. But that is not one of them in my long-term goals. It's just not. A lot of people do have it in their long-term. It's just not in mine. I think it's too expensive for what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to build off of something, a portfolio on tokens that are either forgotten, that are misunderstood, misrepresented, like our own XRP. We have a community that likes to overextend what XRP can actually do as far as price with the circulating supply we have, but underestimates and undervalues what you could maximize your potential at when you buy it at low prices. Like, sure, they can tell you to buy anywhere and hold forever and buy at $3. Look at the people who bought at $3.50. They might not have the collateral now nearby. Overlooked, i.e. Casper. Absolutely, that's overlooked. Casper's in our portfolio. We bought it together on Winning Wednesdays and FOMO Fridays. So, overlooked, yes, but not forgotten because this community owns it. You know, and we're up pretty damn substantial on it right now. But if you're new, everything we've done here is this year. This isn't yesteryear. We sold out in 2021. We sold out in 2021. XRP was at $1.66, had a 47-cent average. Everything else I owned, which was only a couple, sold out at the same time roughly. And then bought XRP back at 34.5 cents. We got Casper in the rotation. I love Casper. We bought Casper in a beautiful rotation. We bought it down here in this descending, before it broke out of the rotation. No, not down. Where the hell are we at? Oh. Wow, it's come that far now. We bought it in past rotation. Back here. Down in when we wanted to buy it before it broke out of this rotation. And that's what we did. So that was part of our FOMO Fridays and Winning Wednesdays. But look, Casper's another one. Yes, this is the early analysis you do. You could drag this out though. You could drag, now that we have all of the information, you don't have to marry yourself to a formation. Get the proper information. There's your downtrending resistance. You have the short and long-term formations, but this is how I get the second and third layers out of these. This is how you know. This is how we're basically stuck in a little flip here. This is actually not as bad as it looks. And the RSI is clearing out with Casper. Man, I want to see where this next downtrending resistance goes in here, because then I could actually attach this. We could kind of have this like a three-dimensional. I don't know if it'll work like this, because it's already come through this area. Yeah, see, you can't do it like that. You know? I might just keep it like that. Just in case. Nah, that's going to be too confusing. I like that, but that might be too confusing for everybody watching me. Because that's going to if that rotates down, we're going to have to find a target here. That's interesting. That's actually interesting. I kind of like that. Like, if it catches, it's going to have to come through. Yeah, see, that actually works. That actually... Okay, if this expands out, maybe if we break down, I'm going to take this out. We could technically say that this could keep it right here. So you could be in like a top of the flag like that. Okay, I like that a lot. I actually like this a lot. We'll get rid of this. So if you break down, that's how it would happen. But look at this RSI. RSI in the 2 hourly. I want it to dump down to here. And I'm going to tell you one reason why. I want this to dump down. The relative strength index will really come flying down. It's actually going to be looking pretty good after this 2 hour candle. 4 hourly could use some work. And if we do get one more drop down to the 200 to retest, that would be beautiful. You're going to have a lot of strength here to break out. This would break out of this bull flag if we do a proper retest right now. I firmly believe this. That would be a nice area. Anyhow, that might be confusing for some, but that's just the way that I like to break it down. DGB 973-00973. DGB, we were able to get back in at 006, well, under 006. Nice little rotational candle here. Daily was starting to get out of control with the RSI. Some of these lower ones will tell us we could still clear out some. Yeah, we're going to clear out more, I think. We've never retested this yet, so it actually gives us an opportunity if we break 948, but we did put in a sneaky bull flag possibly here. This is what all of them did after that breakdown. This could just be a, hey, for the ones who are trying to pay attention to patterns out ahead, it could be just try to trick people. That, pay attention to, could be a bull flag in the making. If it is, it's simply going to go right here. Maybe that's where it would clear out. And if that's the case, if it does that, then you could possibly clear the RSI by just retesting and double tapping there. So, a lot of stuff to see here. 2 hourly, it's getting in a good spot. Looks like a rejection is going to happen in the RSI. Same with the 1 hourly. So, you know what? Maybe we will get our retest we're talking about for DGB, and then we can just clear this out. This would be fantastic if we do. And we might. This might. It might. We need this to clear out some more, and we could be looking for a much bigger rally here for DGB. XLM, just like XRP, pay attention because these are going to start getting into another rotational tug here. Look at where the RSI is in the 2 hourly. And yes, you want this to be a rotation back down. You want this to be a fake bull flag. You want that to be the long leg doji that rotates us down to here and clears the rest of that out. We don't really want it to play off of this because it's just going to bounce the RSI right back up. I would prefer it to just, like with DGB, let's get one more dump down, and then you can possibly look at a futures trade there. Seriously. If you get the rotation down, look for a trade there because that RSI is going to be out of control to the downside. We're looking for volatile moments down so that we can have a massive explosion to the top side. But just like with XRP, XLM has not given away its bull flag. In fact, it's got plenty of room to allow this dump to finish off. And yes, I know it looks jank because it did the whoops. It didn't even do my brush because I didn't click it. But I know it looks jank because... But I assure you, if you put it into higher time frames, you can actually see how it potentially is actually a flag formed. So... that's what I'm looking at in that shorter time frame. So I'm looking, it's got a lot of room still. It could dump down. And then if it does, look how much room will clear off in this RSI. This would be so unbelievable for a move up. I can't even describe it. We could have not a Christmas pump. We could have a leading into the New Year's rally of extreme proportions here. It'd be fantastic. XRP even could use a little more clearing off with that RSI. Look at the 4 hourly. 3 hours looking a little better, but it's rotating a little bit. And all these are starting to rotate. Hopefully this is a reversal candle, although it's looking more like a... I want this to break down so bad. You have no idea. I would actually prefer for it to touch this broadening wedge part of the formation. It gives it more room to break down. I would love for it to break back down here a little bit. I'm telling you guys and gals who are watching, if it breaks down like this, you're going to be very happy. Look at the RSI. The relative strength index is about to come into extreme conditions to the downside here. If we just break down a little bit farther, let's let this death cross play out in these shorter time frames. Don't get too excited here to make a bet. And if you want to get excited to make a bet, make sure it gets back over here so you can at least ride it from 63 to 65 again. Right now, though, I'm looking for my next futures trade. As some know that we're paying attention on Christmas Eve when I came on live. I said we're going to have a Christmas Day rally, and we did it. Well, I didn't say exactly how to do it, where to do it, when to do it, or how to do it. I just gave the parameters. I ended up doing a 16x trade. It was very quick, was in and out of it in 12.5 hours. It was up 47, 48% on a $700 trade. It netted me $340. That money's already off the exchange and in my into my trading account for more of shares of B2 Gold when I get another opportune time. So, or something else. That's how I roll. It's not, that money isn't made for crypto. It's just made to try to advance other things, or who knows. But now I'm looking for the next opportunity, and it gave us a beautiful shot in the RSI on Sunday, or late Saturday night going into, or late Sunday night. Now I think it's going to give us an equal shot, but we need a breakdown. This is showing bull flaggy. This is showing short-term move up. I don't want this to play out. I want this to fail and come down here, finish dumping that RSI in here, and then we can bounce. That's what I want. And that's what I want my birthday wish to be, because my birthday just passed on the 17th, and that's what I want XRP to do. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to feel, and that's what I got for everybody. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. I got to get going here. Please let me know if that made sense. If you're looking to trade XRP or your favorite crypto, make sure you look in the video description below. I've got the ways I trade. If you're looking to futures trade, make sure you look at that. Or spot trade, lowest fees on both sides. If you're looking to show me personal support, you can always send me a YouTube super chat or join Tom's Army. I don't expect much of that during this time because everybody just bought gifts and yada, yada, yada. If you watch what I do and you appreciate it, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I greatly appreciate that. Yes, that's a great thing to do, Art. I'm at 72,222 DGB, but having a lot of them at that price is a great way to do it. I was trying to make sure I stayed under 006 just in case, but it really doesn't matter at those prices. I sold my DGB north of 15 cents after buying it at 5 cents the first time. Jan, welcome in, love. I got to go, everybody. I'm having some of Julie's family's coming over, and they're actually, I can see them pulling in, so I got to get going here. Have a blessed afternoon, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to this about half an hour stream. I'm glad we were able to do it.